Hey guys, it's Postbox Power. Welcome back to a brand new video on how to play Fortnite on iOS-based devices. It's pretty awesome, and it's pretty awesome to see that it's technically back through the new xbox.com/play, and it's free to play. You can play it on iOS and iPad OS devices, as well as Android phones and tablets. So it's super awesome to jump in here, and you can play it across all of these devices. Now I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I'm going to give it a little bit of a review from my point of view, how to have the best experience on this if you are a player who wants to get the best experience, and what is it more catered towards. So we'll talk more about the actual system itself as we get into it, but let me show you guys how to do it so you can join the party, join into Fortnite today, play for free on the cloud gaming, and it's pretty easy to do to get straight onto Fortnite without actually paying for any subscriptions, which is something I think is amazing, and you can play this entirely for free on your chosen mobile device without anything other than an Xbox/Microsoft account. So to do this, you simply go onto your chosen browser, type in Xbox Play or Xbox Cloud Gaming or whatever you want to type in. You can get on the site just like this, and you press play for free here. Then it'll say what you have to do. You press get ready to play, and it'll give you a little tutorial to open up your little button down here at the bottom on your iOS device, and then press add to home screen. This will bring it to your home screen, the cloud gaming app, where you can boost it up or open it up, and you can see you've got all of the apps available on this. There's a bunch of different stuff on here, and just to generally discuss this, you will need decent internet connection because it will be cloud gaming. And for me personally, I don't have the best Wi-Fi here in the UK, so if you have Wi-Fi like anywhere above 100, I'd say you're going to get a really good performance on this, or maybe 5G, you'd get a good performance. But for me, my Wi-Fi is pretty slow. I get average speeds of around 30 download and about 8-ish upload, somewhere around there. Very slow for where I'm located. So, you know, I can't get anything better here, sadly, in the UK where I'm located. But, you know, you guys may have better Wi-Fi than me, and if you do, then this could be super awesome for you. But if you've got worse Wi-Fi than me, then I don't know how this would perform, and I'll show you guys how it performs for me in a second. There's a variety of different games on here, and personally, I feel like strategy or slow-based games that don't require fast ping will be better in this situation for cloud gaming for someone like me. Anyway, we've booted it up, and we've got Fortnite up and running. I've signed in to my Xbox account, and everything's good to go. You can see you can actually set up touch motion controls if you don't have a controller and load into Fortnite. Here you can see I'm getting a bunch of free rewards. This is just a random account I had, and I loaded into it, and I'm pretty much set to go. And inside of here, you can see we've got all of the different stuff that Fortnite usually does have, all of the Discover tab, some of the maps I've recently played, and we're just going to go down to actually load up 50 Fashion to test this out here to get a rough idea of how this is going to function. So it feels a little bit slow off the bat on the Discover tab. It's got to load in everything, and it's having to load or stream all this on the cloud-based service. This is because I do have slow Wi-Fi, and here we're going to load into 50 Fashion. This is the sort of mode you'd probably want to enjoy more than actually BR for someone like me who has slow Wi-Fi, because physically in my 50 Fashion or Party Royale or something, you don't actually have to like fight people or anything. It's very casual and very chill, which is something I think is going to come in super handy here for me, just generally playing this. I couldn't get the sound to pick up on the actual iOS recorder, sadly, but inside of here I'm in 50 Fashion, and you can see I get some bad chroma sampling going on here where it just can't render everything that I'm actually streaming. This is just my Wi-Fi issues. Again, my Wi-Fi is not the best, like I said, but if this is you with better Wi-Fi, this will be a better performance 100%. But yeah, I've got it up and running, and you can see over time it does start to correct itself a little bit. You can also plug a controller. There is a little bit of input delay because you are on cloud gaming, and you'll definitely notice faster input if you have better Wi-Fi. It's really down to your Wi-Fi. This entire thing is down to your Wi-Fi. There's a few other options on here like quit, share and stuff. You can also get a controller on your screen if you want. But it's now, my initial review with this is if you are someone that likes party-based modes that doesn't require too much shooting, this is great for you cloud gaming. And if you don't have the best Wi-Fi, this is awesome. Like, get on cloud gaming ASAP if you've got a controller lying around, or you want to use the touch screen like I'm doing, and play party mode like 50 Fashion, Party Royale, etc., because you don't need to be able to build, fight or fight. Now let's jump into the Battle Royale and let me explain to you guys why possibly for me personally cloud gaming is so difficult for me to use just because of my Wi-Fi. Like I said, good Wi-Fi, cloud gaming could be okay for you. And for a pro player, this is just a no. You need to have obviously the best of the best. It needs to be in your room, the console or PC, or as close as you can to the best Wi-Fi possible. Less ping. Don't forget, guys, if you're in the item shop, pop code posting. You can just see we're browsing around the shop and stuff there in the main menu, and that's all working perfectly fine. And even in the game, it starts to work okay. You can see we're loading into 0 build here to give it a little test to see what's going to happen. But like I'm saying, This is no good for like pro players or anything, but if you're just a casual gamer, this is so awesome. And I think that's why you do see Xbox and Fortnite advertise the Party Royale or the party style in the actual trailer, because I think they know that the delay makes it difficult to play, and obviously that allows you don't have to just play BR in Fortnite. There's so many other things you can do, like 50 Fashion, Party Royale, etc. There's so much more. They're just 2 examples that I'm just using here that you can have fun with, so that's really awesome as well. And generally it does play okay. The graphics are actually holding up, but it all depends on what my Wi-Fi is doing at this moment. If I was to start downloading the game or something, this would all just terribly go bad, just because my Wi-Fi isn't perfect. But if you've got good Wi-Fi, this could work well for you. But here's just some general feedback. I can definitely feel the input delay, the lag a little bit. Sometimes it's a little bit behind. Also, obviously, a few different options here on the screen. Quite a lot of touch options. So if you are planning to play it on the cloud gaming service on Xbox, I would highly recommend using an Xbox controller. These these touch options are so many on the screen. I'm so lost of which one does which, just because my fingers can't handle all of that. Maybe you'll get the hand of it, but I feel like there's a lot of different options here in this case anyway. And you could also play Toy Box with this if you had a controller and still have fun using vehicles and stuff. Anything that doesn't require too much, I guess, ping, low ping, should I say, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 milliseconds, like low 10 milliseconds, 20 milliseconds. Anything that's super low that requires, like, for example, aiming and attacking someone with a weapon on Fortnite, trying to shoot them, is hard on high ping. So this is something which I noticed on here would not come in handy. But you can see just generally sitting in the bus now. I can't seem to get the bus to rotate, but I'm ready to go, and it looks like it's working pretty well. The graphics are pretty awesome as the bus moves in. Everything's holding up pretty well. And we're going to dive in probably towards Tilted here and go towards Tilted and see what that's like down there. So let's skip ahead until we're in Tilted. So we've landed in Tilted inside of Fortnite, and you can see obviously some pop-ups on screen giving me advice what to do. Quite a lot of pop-ups, to be honest. Probably not really what I want right here. We've got a lot of stuff going on the screen. As a new player, this would be quite confusing, but obviously I understand it all because I've played Fortnite before. But that's okay. You can see moving up these stairs, a little bit difficult. I'm experiencing a little bit of lag here on my internet connection, so I'm having difficulty getting up these stairs, which isn't the best usually, you know, like I said. Bad Wi-Fi, this is going to be difficult for you guys, but I'm moving up, and you can see, oh wow, I've got a bit of a lag spike right here. This is not good. I'm lagging all over, getting some crazy chroma sampling there, which is okay, I guess. Pretty mad lag, but as I continue to move up, you can see I'm getting up the building quite nicely. Pretty okay. Unable to fight in this situation with this lag. Random shooting here I'm not actually triggering, so that was interesting. But I've managed to make it up these stairs, and I've done pretty well. I'm just testing the shooting out here. It's okay. I've got my shoot set to auto shoot as well, so it will shoot when it gets a target in its crosshair. So if we go up the blimp, Huntmaster Saber's up here. Let's see if I can actually take him out on mobile, just as a little test, because I don't see anyone around really. So here's Huntmaster Saber. If we aim in our weapon on him, we just got to get it on him in the circle. A little bit of lag there in the fight, you can see. Not too good there. That's going to give me a little bit of disadvantage. The aim is super hard to do here on mobile touch controls. So if you definitely did have a controller, I would advise using it here. We're just using the touch controls for example purposes here. And he is just absolutely wrecking me right here, and he does take me down, so pretty difficult to do. But yeah, overall, I think Fortnite Mobile, especially coming back to iOS and iPad here using the Xbox Play app-based stuff, the cloud service, is definitely going to be useful for them players, but will definitely require some decent Wi-Fi speeds to actually be able to perform to a decent standard in the game and have, I'd say, a good, reasonable experience. Whereas if you've got slow speeds on your internet, you're not really going to have a good experience in BR, but you would have a great experience in party-based modes like 50 Fashion. You know, you guys can jump in that. The code is in the description down below if you want to. If you have a lot of OG skins and you've not played since the iOS ban days, obviously this would be great for you to jump into Xbox Cloud Gaming and give it a go. I don't know, that's my opinion on it. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope it has given you a good tutorial. And once again, this is Postbox Pat, signing out.